Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. Today a very interesting topic I think for all of us. A do-it-yourself wheel for under $300. Most of us know for sure how expensive this hobby is. A finished steering wheel at the dealer, you won't get anything for under $500 at the dealer. So I thought to myself there must be cheaper alternatives. And so I logged into the AliExpress app and looked for various individual parts. That was 2 weeks ago. As you can see, I ordered everything I need. Then I would say let's start with the individual components. First of all, the steering wheel. It's a 13-inch steering wheel, 30 centimeters big. I wanted a smaller, more tactical steering wheel. 14 inches would have been too big for me. The workmanship is optimal, as you can see. The seams are very clean, it's synthetic leather, and I'm absolutely satisfied with this steering wheel. You will pay at least $120 for it here in Germany or Europe. Don't let me lie, I think I paid over $80 for the steering wheel with shipping. I already saved $40 here. Then let's move on to the spacer between the wheelbase and the button base and the quick release. This ensures that the steering wheel is optimally adjusted to your sitting position. Of course, there are different sizes here, such as 300 mm like mine, 500 mm, 800 mm, 1000 mm or even 2000 mm. I would have paid $35 for this good piece in Germany alone. At AliExpress I paid exactly $5.01 just for that. Then the horn button. Don't let me lie, I think the price was $2.40. I will show you the original price at the end of this video. I think here in Germany you will have to pay $30 to $40 for it. Then we go to the main component. We have a button box for the steering wheel with the usual shifters. Forward and reverse. It's very solidly built, I think. Works cleanly with a 4-port connector. I think the cable is very cleverly made, so that if there is a pull or pressure on it, the soldered joints do not break off immediately. Very cleverly solved this work. On the button box we have 8 buttons, plus 2 knobs with 2 axes to the left and 2 axes to the right. I am absolutely satisfied with the workmanship. I bought it from my trusted dealer in China at Thankbuyer. I also bought my pedals there. I've been using them for 6 months now and I'm very happy with them. Also with the service from the colleague. I had problems with the pedals during calibration. An hour later a video instruction came from China. All thought it was very late at night there, with instructions on how to calibrate the pedals with the correct software. And if I have a problem with a component, I have to show it with a video proof, and then they send me a replacement part according to the 2-year warranty. So that means that you have exactly the same guarantee there as in Europe. Then we have the quick release from SRC. I had to buy it here in Germany. I didn't find it on AliExpress for my Direct Force Pro base. Well, now I have presented everything individually. I will fade it in the prices at the end of the video. Firstly, the horn button from OMP, the distance holder made of aluminium, again the button plate, and my steering wheel. We are now assembling the whole thing in fast motion, and then we will see each other again in the basement when I connect the whole thing to my rig. So my dear friends, and this is how the whole thing looks assembled. Super firm and solid. The screws are only an in-between solution. I painted them so that it doesn't look quite so stupid. I ordered 5M 90mm black anodized screws from an online dealer. I just have to rebuild it again. They are also a bit shorter than the ones currently used. They are 5M 100mm. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything shorter in a hardware store. 5M 80mm screws are too short. That's why I made this compromise, so I could show you the whole thing. And the whole thing looks wonderful, doesn't it? Qualitatively and visually. I'm pretty sure that you'll pay at least 400 to 440 bucks for it at your local dealer. So now I am under 300 bucks and a little over 280 bucks. And that's quite a bargain. However, the assembly turned out to be a bit more difficult than I thought. I had to resort to the cordless drill because when you tighten the screws, it gets really heavy. You need strength to get the whole thing to sit nicely and be tight. That's what it is now. I'd say we go down to the basement to the rig and connect the whole thing. So my dears, now let's have a look at the whole thing connected to the rig. This is how it looks. I had to resort to the smartphone camera as it doesn't work well with the mini camera here. You see here my VRS direct force base, my seat, my button box, my shifter and my pedals. Also bought from thanks buyer like the Whel button box. We'll have another look at the whole thing from the front as well. Here's how it looks. Here you can also see the rumble kit from Sim3D, a very good and useful tool. Speaks for itself. On non-ABS vehicles it starts to vibrate when the tires look, and that very strongly depending on the setting. When the wheel slip comes, it also starts to vibrate when you press too hard on the accelerator. Works very well. This is where I hide all my USB cables. We can also look at it from the front. This is what the whole thing looks like. That was a little insight into my rig. Here's also my other steering wheel, the Huracan GT3 steering wheel from Simline. A very good book, you should definitely get it if you want to get faster. So that's where we've come to the end. I think the video shows you that there are cheap alternatives to building your own steering wheel. There are almost no limits to configuration possibilities. Here you can see my individual components plus the corresponding price.
Hey, hey, hey,
You can find the links to each component in the video description below. Just have a look at AliExpress and configure what you want or what your wallet will allow. Before I finish, if you are interested in a review of my thanks buyer pedals from AliExpress, I will do so as soon as this video gets a reasonable positive response. That means at least 1000 clicks, then I'll be happy to do so. See you next time my friends, bye bye.